2017 is ending and you all wanted me to do a year in review. Well, those shits are hacky as hell. So I'm just gonna do a year in review of my new favorite woke prince, Ben Shapiro's year in review. Now you might recognize Ben Shapiro from the 528,000 videos that come up when you search Ben Shapiro owns on YouTube. Because that's what he does. He owns liberals. He's a conservative darling, and the New York Times called him a gladiator, and you guys loved the first video that I did. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. Let's go! So Ben's a well-known cuck-servative, and he's famous for turning college campuses, not being able to host them, into a constitutional debate on national television, and then suckering public universities into dropping close to $500,000 in security fees every time he decides to create one of these ownage videos where he dunks on liberal college freshmen.
Biological, but gender is a completely different thing.
No, gender is not disconnected from sex. So
It's still from society.
okay, no, it is not in the mind. Okay, you're not a man if you think you're a man.
Fuck! Fuck, it was so good! Fuck, give us more! Give me more of that ownage!
Why aren't you 60?
That's a dumb question, Ben. She's not 60, Ben. Why aren't you 60? Did you guys get that? He said, why aren't you 60? Because she's not 60.
Why can't you identify as 60?
It's not the same as gender. You can't just.
You're right, age is significantly less important than gender.
Oh! Okay, so in all seriousness, it really shows us how dumb society is when a person whose best retort is no, and then also some other oversimplified analogy that has nothing to do with addressing the question itself, and this is the best conservatives have to offer. Yeah, biological differences exist. We all know this. Look at other societies. We all know that gender is a social construct. For example, to American society, I'm a Muslim heterosexual cisgender male. But on Instagram, I'm simply a thick daddy, or a thought. But yeah, for a guy who hates sex, you sure like to talk a lot about it, Ben. Which leads us to what happens as a result of sex. Abortion.
The morality of abortion does not change based on need. The fact that she's poor and needs an abortion doesn't change whether she was rich or needs an abortion or poor.
This is one of my favorite conservative tropes where people falsely equate a female having autonomy over her own body to murder. But these staunch anti-abortion weirdos quickly lose interest in the sanctity of human life once the babies are actually born. And the baby's a fucking welfare queen or a thug or even worse than all of that, a liberal.
The abortion argument really comes down to, do you think this is a life or not? If you don't think it's a life, you can do whatever you want with it. If you think it's a life, you can't do anything with it.
Yes, Ben, this is true. And first trimester babies are not life. Can they live outside the body if the mother dies? No, not life. Can they harass me on social media saying shit like, oh, Ben's gonna own your ass? No, not life. Facts don't care about your feelings, bitch. Moving back to this really dumb video where the narrator is almost as good as the owns that Ben is delivering.
The student then asks if Ben Shapiro, yes, Ben Shapiro, would donate to Planned Parenthood.
No, she didn't ask if Ben Shapiro, of all people, would donate.
No, because they kill babies. They kill 300,000 unborn children a year. No, I don't donate to a baby genocidal organization.
Nice to know Ben cares about unborn babies more than Palestinians or immigrants. Oh, dab on him! Gang, gang! Oh, okay, calm down. So far, we got through all of this ownage with only a minor aneurysm, but I don't know what might come next, because this is about to be the #1 Ben Shapiro own of this year.
Why exactly do you think a first trimester fetus has moral value?
Because whether you consider it a potential human life or a full-on human life, it has more value than just a cluster of cells. If left to its natural processes, it will grow into a baby.
Okay, so Ben's playing a game of one simple truth to draw you in, followed by the Ben hole.
Are you really sure you want to go with Ben hole?
Yes, I'm sure that we're going with Ben hole. It's good, people like it. It's Ben's hole. Or, as this narrator calls it,
Ben then goes full Shapiro.
Never go full Shapiro.
Apparently full Shapiro costs $500,000.
I think we both agree that adult human life has intrinsic value. Can we start from that premise?
Okay, Ben's doing it. He's doing it. We're in the hole.
If you are in a coma from which you may awake, can I stab you?
Well then, no. I guess not.
I'm glad you answered that, because I have no interest in actually murdering you.
Yes, you're not a Muslim nor a thug, just a liberal I'm about to murder with logic and reasoning.
I agree, it is potential sentience. You know what else is potential sentience? Being a fetus.
Here, I'm gonna do the Ben argument to wrap this up. Do you think Adolf Hitler's fetus has the same intrinsic moral value to you and society as a whole as your father's comatose body?
No, it is not.
Well, thank you for making my point. Facts don't care about your feelings. I'm Ben Shapiro. Please don't forget to follow Hasan, who definitely broke me and owned me in this argument, at Hasan Piker on Instagram and on Twitter at Hasan the Hun. And this has been The Breakdown.
Cuck.